G'day everybody and welcome back to Starcub Review. I'm your host as always, Starcub. Hey, how's everyone doing today? So, everyone knows the drill. This is my second book review of the day. And it's one from J.K. Rowling. Yes, J.K. Rowling. I'm not going to get into all the political stuff, but this is my review experience rereading Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince all these years later. So, without further ado, I just want to thank everyone new to my channel, subscribers so far. Thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. Everyone still continuing to watch my videos, you know I will love and appreciate you. So, without further ado, don't forget to click like, subscribe, and notification bell to keep up to date with all my content, because there's heaps more coming. And I'm going to roll the opening credits, and then we're going to get straight into it. Okay, everybody, I am back. So, over the last couple of weeks, I've been doing a lot of reading. And one of them is J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And I read it many, many, many years ago when it came out, when it first came out. And I remember at the time reading it, it was absolutely amazing. I absolutely loved Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. All these years later, do I still think it still has the same appeal? Yes, I do. But rereading it now, as an adult, I have found a more, how should I put it? I like it even more now as an adult, realizing that so many things as a kid when I read it, I had overlooked. And then, of course, when the movie came out, the movie was absolutely horrible. The movie cut out so much of the material from the book, and a lot of the movie didn't make sense. And some of the major stuff that they cut out from the book makes no sense at all. And then when you see the movie, it just makes no sense. But with the sixth book, and the Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, I really loved the seriously dark tone it was taking, especially because we get to see more of the dark history of Lord Voldemort, aka Tom Riddle, and the Gaunt family. We also get a bit more context about Dumbledore. We meet a new Professor, Horace Slughorn, and we dive into some seriously dark territory with Sectum Sempra, the Half-Blood Prince's use of spells, excuse me. Plus also too, the twists and turns that this sixth book takes was seriously at the time really, really eye-opening. Like, it really does go down some awesome twists and turns. The story evolves even more, and we just get context more and more of dark wizards. Draco Malfoy turns at a really dark point, along with some of his other followers. We also get a very, very quite a few sad scenes in the book. And overall, I think the sixth book really, really took it into some really, really dark territory. And then by the time you get to the last book, it's basically gone into some seriously dark, twisted stuff. But Harry Potter's known for doing that. And I really, really enjoy reading Harry Potter all these years later. Aside from all the stuff that is happening with J.K. Rowling, I'm not here to talk about that. I simply just want to reread these books because, for me, it was a big thing growing up, and I really do like Harry Potter. Plus, I love the lore and the characters and the settings and the stories that J.K. Rowling has created with her franchise, with her series of books. For me, that's what it's about. I'm reading them simply because I love the lore, I love the characters, I love the settings, and I love the stories, because there's so many stories that you could expand upon in Harry Potter, and it just becomes this really amazing world that opens up even more, especially with Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy opened up a whole bunch of stuff and lore that was connected to the Harry Potter universe, and it was absolutely fantastic. And in all honesty, rebuying these books all these years later, the way that I see it is I am supporting the trans community by, whereas anything you buy, I buy my books from a gay thrift store. It's gay friendly, anyone can go there, and all the proceeds with all the Harry Potter stuff, the money goes to trans activism, trans rights, helping the trans community, and basically giving better education to people that want to understand the trans community. And I'm all for that, and knowing that my money is going to the trans community to support that, I think that is absolutely great. And look, I had to have a giggle at that, because really it is taking a really major stab at J.K. Rowling with why they're doing it, and I wholeheartedly agree, and it's a great thing. If you have a gay-friendly thrift store anywhere in the world where you guys live, especially in the States, if you see a Harry Potter display with the books and other stuff and saying all the proceeds and money goes towards helping the trans community, I urge you guys to do it. I really, really do. Because it's a great way of supporting a group of people that are just being vilified for absolutely no reason whatsoever. And me doing that is a big thing as well, because I support trans rights. I support anyone that's trans. So you guys should too, especially because at the same time, those proceeds go towards educating people and helping trans youth as well, and trans adults. And it's great. I mean, honestly, that's the only reason why I did it, is because of that. And because of the way that the thrift store is set up, where all the proceeds go to good causes like this. And it literally does, especially in my community here in Richmond, Virginia. So you can't complain there. But other than that, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince for me was I really, really loved Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, especially the whole story involving the Half-Blood Prince and the use of his spell book and stuff like that. And then when it comes to the ending, it's like, yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, because it would only be a year or two later, or a year later, that we got the final book, and it was all over. Once the final book came out, and I was there, front and center, at one of my shopping centres, when it was coming out, the release day, I went down to my local shopping centre back home in Western Australia at 8 o'clock in the morning. Actually, no, 7 o'clock in the morning, for when it opened at 7:30, for people that wanted to get the book early. And I went down and got my copy, and I was like, holy crap, I realised this was the last time we'd be reading Harry Potter. This is the last book, this is it. It's all over after this. So, yeah, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed. What do I give Half-Blood Prince? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic. Rereading it all these years later as an adult is just... It's the reason why I fell in love with Harry Potter in the first place, is because of the lore and everything like that I've spoken about. It really does reiterate in my mind why I think her world and what she created, what J.K. Rowling created, was absolutely fantastic. It blew kids' minds. It became an absolutely worldwide phenomenon, and all its rights, yes, I do. That's why I do love Harry Potter. But now, over the years, Harry Potter seems to have been tarnished a lot. But I still like the franchise. I still love the books, and you know, if people are gonna be nasty and say awful things just because you read Harry Potter, I'm reading Harry Potter because of the lore and that. It's got nothing to do with my, what J.K. Rowling has done has got nothing, I'm not going to comment on all of that. What she did was awful, absolutely awful. But in my head, repurchasing her books through an awesome cause that I have at my local gay-friendly thrift store, I have supported a whole network of people that are honestly out there to support each other. And that's all, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If I just bought Harry Potter and simply, said screw you to everybody else, I'm going to read them because, and if that makes me a transphobe, I'd be a horrible bloody person. I'd be a horrible bloody person, and I'm not that type of person. I've had some comments when I showed it on my Facebook, and I got rid of the photos and that because no one could see that it was I actually had done it for a good cause and supporting trans rights and trans activism and trans education for youth and adults. That's what I did it for. That's what I did it for. And I think if anyone else can do that and support their trans community like that, then go for it, because that's what I did. But other than that, thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the notification bell to keep up to date with all my content, and I'll see you with another video very soon. Alright, guys. Ciao.